on the same level of the sea up to 1,400 meters high. Oaxaca City is over 1,500 meters up to the sea. And we also have a small section for the pine and oak forest, and it's the vegetation from 2,000 up to the highest peaks on the mountains on the north and south Sierra of Oaxaca. Oaxaca City is surrounded by enormous mountains. We are at the bottom of the valley, so we never have enough humidity. So to have all of these species from different temperatures and altitudes is very difficult. So we need to use trees that grow faster than others in order to provide shade to small plants, and we have to water them every day, connecting houses one by one, and we have to count the water that needs every single plant. And part of these very tall trees that are helping us to provide shade to the plants is the kapok. Kapok tree, K-A-P-O-K in English, or seal cotton tree. But here in Mexico is the ceiba, la ceiba or pochote. It's better known as pochote here in Oaxaca State. La ceiba is the sacred tree for Mayas because it's very, very, very tall. So it represents the connection between Earth and universe. If you see the spaces between the branches, they're like measured. So they represent the 13 upper worlds of heaven for good spirits. The trunk is the transition of the world that we are living, and the roots connect to underground, according to Mayas. But for mixed culture here in Oaxaca is the tree of life, the tree as father or the tree as mother. And there are codex that represent two pre-Hispanic priests cutting the tree in two parts with some instruments. And from the bottom of the tree came the first woman, and then the men, and then all of the Mixtec descendants. That's the conception about the tree in Oaxaca. But kapok refers to a cotton-like fiber inside the fruit or the seed pod of the tree. And this cotton-like fiber, it was never used for spinning, but for stuffing. So pillows, mattresses, cushions, sleeping bags were stuffed with the kapok. Also, the stuffing of the life preservers in Second World War, because it floats 36 times more than cork, and is 5 times more lighter than the ordinary cup. So it was very good as a floating device, and it was used as the first insulation fiber for the first airplanes in the world before fiberglass. So until synthetic fibers took over the market, we're not longer using this fiber. In Oaxaca, in some places like the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, the region in between Oaxaca and the state of Chiapas, they still stuff their pillows with the kapok, or we make paper out of this fiber that looks like cotton. In Central America, it's special. It's the national tree for Guatemala, La Ceiba, and there are some cities like in Honduras and Puerto Rico that were named after this tree, like we do. Like we have here in Oaxaca State, Pochutla, because we call the trees pochotes. And also, it's called the monkey no climb tree in Central America, or monkey's desperation tree because of the thorns. That is the mechanism of defense against the mammals that want to sharp the claws and paws when they're chewing the bark, or against the monkeys that want to climb to steal the fruit where is the kapok with the seeds. Eventually the tree will grow bigger, and the thorns will fall off from the tree. In some places of Mexico, people cut the thorns and they carve them into beautiful houses and castles, like in La Mixteca in the state of Oaxaca, or Tepoztlan, Morelos. And hopefully you could come back again to this garden to see the orchids. We are just finishing the test for the orchidium. This orchidium uses geothermal instead of electricity, and also solar cells. We are very worried about global warming here in this garden. And it has the stairs to go to the balcony and to see Monte Alban, the archaeological site. So you have to come back again to see all of the orchids of Oaxaca. Okay, this way.